partnered with X-Rocker. They have great quality products such as chairs, desk accessories, and more. Feel free to check out the link down below in the description. And when checking out, use the code Lyronyx10 and get 10% off of any item of your choice. Hey guys, it's Lyronyx here, and today I'm making another Dragon Adventures video. In today's video, we're going to be adding on part 8 to our lovely beginner's guide. I believe this is part 8 because the last time I completely forgot to mention it, and the last time I can remember saying something was on part 6. So I think last time was part 7, which makes this number 8. So I'm trying to keep track of the numbering so that, you know, maybe if you want to watch them in order, maybe it doesn't matter. Watch what's important to you, of course. Always do that. Do that. I mean, I make a lot of videos, but you don't have to watch them all. Do what you feel like is important to watch. But anyways, yes, today's video is about bosses and boss fights, and that's why I kind of had it pulled up there. I don't know why I like skipped past it. It was pulled up for a reason, but I was gonna talk about it, but it is okay. It's fine. I can just pull it back up if I really need it. But we've had like a little update about bosses, and we have had some new bosses added in, which are really cool. We did get to take a look at one of the new bosses in an update video I made, but in this video we're gonna kind of talk about how to defeat bosses, probably the best way to defeat a boss, and you know, requirements such, because you know, obviously there's some things behind that are going to definitely make it more possible for you to beat the boss. And then also we're gonna kind of talk about location, although to be completely honest with you, I only know like the location of 2, which is the one in this map and the one in the grassland. So I mean, I feel like I could easily find the other one, so we might take a look around like while talking about it, just so you guys know. So I'm gonna take out one of my lovely wasps to kind of give us a tour here. I wonder which one has best speed here. Oh, not you. Where's my pink one? Boba. Boba's usually my best one. Hold on. There you are, Boba. There you are. Okay. Boba's usually got good speed and is a pirate ship. So, I mean, that's like 2 for 2 right there. Anyways, yes. I already feel like I'm going to forget to mention some things. But bosses. We have had bosses in the past. Again, a lot of you guys might be new to Dragon Adventures as of lately, probably in like 2021 or even in 2022 you've joined. So, welcome to the Dragon Adventures family. It's kind of crazy and there's a lot going on here. I feel like I can't put my finger on exactly for how long I've been playing. I would literally have to go look, but I'm pretty sure like my oldest video was like 4 years ago on this game. I think. Is it even that old? Good question. I don't know. It could be. I'm gonna say 4 years, 3-4 years ago, maybe even longer. I really don't know. But we have seen bosses before. Bosses are not a new thing. It's just they have come up with new models and a new way of doing bosses. And I say that in a weird way, but before, bosses were usually mainly for event purpose. Like they would usually only appear during an event, and usually it would be this one giant boss that would have an insane amount of HP and would only usually be defeatable by having like 20 people fight it. I mean, yeah, it sounds reasonable. it was a pretty big boss. Usually the last time I remember a boss like that was with the winter event that they had, and you would defeat the boss, and then once it died, it would drop like presents. And obviously you can tell that this was during the winter event, and so you could pick up the presents, and then you would have like a chance of getting an egg in the present. So that was kind of one of the old ways of the bosses. Now they have bosses in maps, and they spawn every so often, so there is a little cooldown between bosses and how long till you can fight it again, but it's nothing like too drastic. I believe it's like literally a minute or like 2 minutes, so no problem there. Honestly, like you're okay. It's not like a whole day so you can play it again. It's like literally just taking a 2-minute break to collect yourself and then get back to it. I feel like we've also seen bosses before. We had the toxic boss when the toxic map, I keep calling it the toxic map, when the wasteland map first came out, they had a boss for that you had to fight in order to unlock the map. So that was a boss that I've seen before too. That one kind of did the same thing as the other boss I was talking about. It was kind of like a big boss, and it just stood on like a little portal thing, and you kind of like walked up to it, and then you would fight it, and it would like drop items that you would need for that mission. So a lot of the times they were used for event purposes or map purposes or unlocking something for something, you know. There was even the time in the Easter event that they had one for the whole story little mission they had going on there, which was really fun as well. But now they're kind of like a daily thing. If you just want to have fun, go beat up a boss, get some cool prizes, you know, do stuff, or you want to get better at just fighting fighting mobs in general, you know, maybe you want to practice your PvP skills, I mean, this is definitely going to help you there, because goodness gracious, is it difficult to defeat the bosses in this game. Now, I would like to tell you, okay, that a number one tip for these is that you are probably most likely going to want other people to play with you. Whether or not you know them, you will want other people to play with, because I'm just saying, I have played the boss, like I have done the bosses a few times by myself with no luck whatsoever. Now you might just be like, oh, that's because you probably trash at PvP or PvE. And I mean, you're probably right, but at the same time, it's like, it was pretty difficult. And then I even one time played with one other person. That person outlived me, so that definitely just proves that I'm just genuinely like bad, but but I would suggest having someone else there who also probably knows what they're doing to kind of help you out there. You know, it kind of like, it helps you out and it helps them out. And I would just say the more, the better. Yeah, you know, if you have quite a few people playing with you, there's definitely higher chances of you winning. Like by myself, I usually can't even make it past like the first stage. And then when I was playing with other people though, I could easily make it to at least the second stage before I would die. So, you know, again, people, don't be afraid of them, okay? Like, it's a game. No one's gonna sit here and judge you for being bad. I mean, they might, but, you know, don't take it to heart. It doesn't really matter. But anyways, it's definitely, again, better to play with people. Because, you know, the mobs might be running after them, and then you can attack the big guy, or something like that. Or just something along the lines that's gonna make it easier for you. And then also maybe learn some things along the way about how people are doing things, and how you could probably do things better. I feel like that's always like a thing that I would do. Like, I'll play with others and like kind of watch how they'll do things so that I can kind of follow along and, you know, do what they're doing and then see if it works out in my favor. You know, that's always something cool to try out. Definitely see if something is working, and maybe it's a tactic that you haven't been trying, or you don't even know any tactics, you know? For me personally, I'm not really good with like PvP tactics, and you know, the best I can give you is like fly and use like the fire, because sitting there biting the mob isn't gonna do anything for you. It is not going to be helpful in any way. It just gets you closer to them, which makes you more of a target, and it's a mess. That's a tip I have for you. Try to stay up off the ground, preferably a little bit above the mobs, so that you, whenever you are in danger, can fly up and kind of take a moment and think about it again and strategize, and then go back down and fight the boss. Because I feel like that is obviously like a better way of doing things, instead of like going in head first, attacking, and then dying and then within 2 seconds. Another thing that I would like to mention is dragon stats, because that is kind of a big thing in this game. Dragon stats are definitely going to help you out with certain things that you can do. Like with the wasp that I had picked out, I picked it out based off of how fast it can fly, because obviously I need to get places faster. So usually when playing against bosses, you would think that you would need a dragon with higher stats. Now, I have found that is literally not the case. I have tried, like, I've used this theory with other different dragons and sat there and I tried. Now, the only difference, obviously, is going to be their HP, because obviously some dragons of yours might have different HP. But I feel like all of their attack damage is basically the same amount, and defense doesn't even seem to do anything at that point. So, because I had a dragon that literally had 0 defense on it, but has like the highest strength that it possibly can, or the highest attack damage, but like literally would die in like 2 seconds of being there if I didn't like fly away or do something else instead of, you know, going in and attacking. Because my guy has no defense, only has attack, but its attack is set so low that it doesn't even matter. Because I'll go in, I'll fight the boss. The fire does only like 40 damage, and then biting only does 20 damage. And as you can see right here, it says the attack does 1,200. So there's a little oof there. I don't know if that's like meant to happen there with the bosses, where it's like default set to this attack damage, or if that's like a glitch that kind of happens, but I don't know. I feel like it kind of makes it almost impossible to fight the boss at that point, and that's why you'll definitely need other people there, because just by yourself you are getting nowhere enough attack damage to defend yourself. Like, the defense on your dragon does not matter and will not help you out. That's why I am suggesting that you definitely play with other people, so you at least have some backup, and you know, maybe some people who are definitely better at fighting, so even if their attack is low, they'll still have like a strategy against the boss so that they don't die so often or so quickly. Because if you didn't already know, you do have a certain amount of lives within the game of fighting the boss, which is 3 lives. So you can die 2 times until you are kicked out of the boss fight because you die. So it's rough, it's tough, but I know, but I mean, personally, that's everything that I can give you as information to help you out there. If you guys have any other tips though, if you guys usually fight the bosses quite often and you are also just like a pro player at this game, please let me know, and please do inform me if that is a glitch, because I'm kind of like, I want to just take it as it is a glitch, just because, you know, I want to feel like I'm not so bad at the game. But chances are I am just like really bad at the game, so you know, that's kind of why I'm having such a hard time. But I feel like it's so weird because it happened with multiple dragons of mine. It's not just one. So I feel like something's going on there. It's a little difficult for me to get anything done with the bosses. As I've mentioned, I have not defeated a boss yet. So it's kind of hard to take information from me, but I will definitely at least give you my point of view on it, and at least like let you take that however you want it, whether you're gonna use that information or not. But there you go, now you know. I'm trying to find the boss portal for this one. I feel like I literally feel like I already passed it, but you know, we'll keep going around. I'm also pretty glad, like, I don't know why, but the fact that I just found an egg just made me happy. I know I didn't like say anything about it, but I was like, yo, an egg. Oh my goodness, there's another one too. I feel like, because I used to come in this map all the time trying to look for eggs and I could never find them. I know I'm stuck in the ceiling. Things happen on the occasion. I was right, I'm actually kind of blind. It's actually like right under the tower with the throne, like literally right at the bottom, right where I picked up the egg too, and yet I completely passed it and went on around the entire map twice. So here it is. It's really just up this giant staircase. It's really cool. I like this one. This one looks really nice. That is where all of them are. I know I didn't really talk the entire time I was going around, but hopefully you guys get the idea of where they are, and I hope that you can find these tips useful, because goodness gracious, bosses are hard. If I have any future information on boss fights or anything, I will definitely let you know, probably in an update video instead of part of the beginner's guide. But that is going to be it for this video. If you guys like this video, make sure to like, subscribe, part of Let's Go, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!